Then you have the solution or conflict gist. Remember that all stories revolve around a conflict. And you move to the conflict anytime you're starting to get the effects and problems that occur. So once there's an effect and problem, let's say this guy doesn't fix his tire. Tom, he doesn't fix his tire. It's got a bald spot. It gets a flat. He runs into a bike where a guy gets hurt. Okay. So initial problem, the original gist is Tom didn't fix his tire because he was poor and he thought I can wait. But now there's effects. It hit the bike. So now we're in the conflict gist. Well, it hit the bike. The bike's ruined. The kid hurt his leg. He's in a cast. Now there's problems now. He's going to sue them. He's going to lose his job. He's got to sue them also for work there. We've got all these problems. So we're now at the conflict gist. And the conflict gist, once the story's finished, I should be able to go, somebody or something did something because the effects were, the problems were, and the solution was. That's the conflict gist. So those three things, if I can get a child to nail the case, give me the gist and the conflict gist, we're in good shape. Okay. Now here I tell you at the teachers, kind of what the teacher's doing. With a start 1 to 4, see, many of our phonics kids, their decoding words is here and their linguistic comprehension's here. They're a 5th grader who, if I read a 6th grade book, they'd understand it, but they're reading at 2nd grade level. So they don't need a lot of comprehension initially. So I'm not going to do a lot. I'm going to use the case as a point of discussion. So I might, after a couple pages, say, well, give me the full case now. All right, give me a general gist, but I'll use it for a discussion. But if I have a child with poor comprehension at start 5, I'm going to be doing alternating. So I'm going to have the child read to me and I'm going to model the case. Then I'm going to read to them and they're going to extend the case and back to me. Then when I move to the gist, they'll read to me and I'll do the gist. I'll read to them, they'll do a gist, then I'll read. And I did this with a child in our Jamestown books, which is what we use for this. They're nonfiction. And it was a lot of fun. And he got to we had trouble inferencing. And so I was modeling inferencing back and forth. And he got to the point where that was not an issue. So with starts 1 to 4, we're not worrying a lot about this. We're pushing more through the phonics. But with a child with poor comprehension, this is our main program. We're not doing phonics. We are basically working on their vocabulary and we're working on getting them to establish the case, how to do that. We're getting them to do gist and alternate the gist, and then we get them to do the conflict gist.